Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of class 10, and today we will start with another new topic from chapter number 1, that is power sharing. Previously we completed up to accommodation in Belgium, where we learned about the community government along with the other two types of government that are present in Belgium. So today we will start with the Belgian model of power sharing. That means this Belgian model actually made the way for success of the type of government that is prevalent in Belgium. So point number 1 regarding Belgian model of power sharing is that between 1970 and 1993 the constitution was amended 4 times to accommodate social and cultural diversities. That means you can see here that before implementing any laws regarding to the constitution of Belgium, so between 1970 and 1993, that means within this period you can calculate that 23 years is between 1970 and 1993. So the constitution was amended 4 times in between 1970 and 1993, and the constitution was amended with a reason. The reason was to accommodate both social and cultural diversities. As we already know that there were 3 groups or 3 communities which were prevalent in Belgium, namely the Dutch, then the Germans, and after that the French. So in order to accommodate all their diversities and in order to give importance to all the 3 groups, they actually amended the constitution 4 times. This was done by sharing power as follows, and these were done by the power sharing process. That means we already read about the power sharing process in Belgium, where if the particular community is minority in the capital or majority in the overall country, but that doesn't matter, the accommodation or the power sharing process is like that everyone will get equal power sharing irrespective of their minority or majority. After that, there shall be equal representation from both communities in the Central Council of Ministers. So as I have said you already that irrespective of their numbers, or you can say irrespective of the fact that even if the German or the 3 communities are minorities or majorities, but they will have equal representation. That means if 30 seats are there, you can assume that that will be equally divided into 3 parts consisting of 10 each, and this will be done in the Central Council of Ministers. The majority Dutch accepted this arrangement because they were minority in the nation, and the Dutch who were majority in the capital Brussels were actually minority in the overall Belgium. So that's why they agreed that okay, we will share equal number of seats, because if we share equal number of seats in the central government, we will in the capital city of Brussels, then we will get equal number of representation in the overall country. So that's why the Dutch agreed to abide by this amendment. After that, some special powers require the support of majority from both the communities, and some special laws require the support. That means some laws are required to be passed by both the communities, be it Dutch or be it the French. So in order to accommodate this, they reached out to a conclusion that any laws, if it is passed, that should be passed by both the communities, that is Dutch and the French. So any one of them cannot pass this law. After that, many powers of the central government have been transferred to state governments, and the state governments are not subordinate to the central government. So likewise, we have read earlier also regarding decentralization of powers, where the highest authority, that is the central government, actually passed or transfer its power from itself to the state government or its lowest government, that is the local level government. So here also in Belgium, The state government has the power, and many powers of the central government are actually transferred to the state government. And in the same way, the state governments are not subordinate to the central government in this way. After that, there is a third form of government called community government. It is elected by people belonging to one language community, the Dutch, the French and the German speaking, no matter where they live. That means overall, if you calculate how is the community government formed, this community government is formed in Belgium in the way that there are three communities, namely the Dutch, the French and the German. So wherever they are living inside Belgium, they will form the community government of their own. Suppose the French people living in any corner of Belgium will form or will contribute or will automatically be included in the French community government. Likewise, the German will be included in the German community government. Likewise, the Dutch will also be included in the Dutch community government. Wherever they live, it does not matter. After that, the community governments have power regarding culture, educational and language related issues. So, if third form of government in Belgium is there, that is known as community government of the Dutch, the French and the German. So what is their power? They have three powers regarding their government. Number one, they have cultural rights. They have the power to solve or any cultural issues if it is there, that can be solved through the community government. Then secondly, the educational related issues. If any educational related issues are there, that will be solved by the community government. And thirdly, the language related issues. So language is a very important topic and it comes under the community government, where all the related issues regarding language are being sorted out by the community government. After that, Brussels has a separate government with equal representation from both the communities. So Brussels is the capital city of Belgium. So as the Dutch and the French share equal representation in central government, so in Brussels also, as the Dutch is a majority over there, so they also have to share equal representation with the other communities. And in the state government or in the capital city of Brussels, there should be or there are equal representation from both the communities. The majority French in Brussels accepted equal representation in Brussels because the majority Dutch accepted equal representation in central government. So likewise, if you are majority in the overall country, so if you are giving your share of seats to the minority Dutch, then the Dutch or the majority French should also abide by the same terms and condition. So these all factors have actually worked for the success of Belgian model of power sharing. So if we talk about the advantages of Belgian model of power sharing, what are these? The first advantage is there that though complex, the model has worked well so far. Though complex, that means if it is hard to understand also, then also this model has worked very successfully. Because what is the reason for their success? Because they have looked into each and every matter very carefully and they have included all the things that are required to satisfy the needs of the three communities living in Belgium. It has avoided civic strife between the two communities. Likewise, Sri Lanka, when there was a civil war, so like civil war, or you can say like the civic strife, that kind of situation has never occurred in Belgium. After that, the European Union chose to have its parliament at Brussels as power sharing was practiced successfully. And moreover, one biggest achievement of the Belgian model or for the country of Belgium is that one international regional organization like the European Union have chosen their headquarters in Belgium, and that headquarters of European Union is situated in Brussels. Clear? So these were all the points regarding the Belgian model of power sharing, where we started that from 1970 and 1993, between these 23 years was there. So in between these 23 years, their constitution was amended 4 times, and these were amended basically for looking after each and every aspects of the communities that were present in Belgium. and that amendments were done in order to satisfy the needs of all the people living in Belgium. After that, we had gone through the Belgian model of power sharing related to the seats sharing, which was done or accepted with equal representation, where in the whole country where French was the Dutch was the majority, they accepted the French equal representation in overall country, and in the same way the French also accepted the Dutch equal representation in the Brussels city. And after that, we lastly read about what are the reasons for the success of the Belgian model, because it has been successful in satisfying the needs of all the communities of people. And lastly, we read that the European Union and strong regional organization also choose to have its headquarters in Brussels, because of the fact that they were really inspired by the power sharing process, which was actually very successful in Belgium till date, and till now no civil war like situation has ever happened in Belgium. So for that reason also the European Union choose to have its parliament in Brussels. So with this I will wind up today's topic. I hope that whatever points we have read today, it is now clear to you. With that, I am winding up. Thank you.